Come back to yourself. The self has a hidden component and a revealed component. But the revealed component is not really a self. The revealed component is only rays from the hidden component. So to come back to yourself is to come back to the hidden component. It's so hidden, it's hidden even from you. But it's there. It's causing everything. It's experiencing. It's becoming. It's emerging. And yet it's hidden, it's undefinable. So returning to yourself is returning to the hidden you. And by returning to the hidden you is going to be revealed a little bit more. If we are focused externally, if we are pretending to be the revealed self, then the hidden self is not necessarily being accurately represented. But when we come back to being the self, when we return to the hidden component of the self, then the self is more accurate. It's a little bit closer to the real being, the hidden one, the one that we don't know. This hidden self is constantly emerging. Emerging means it's being revealed. Everything that takes place, it doesn't give us identity because it happened. Circumstances and happenings are not an identity. But it reveals something about our hidden self, and therefore it tells us something about our identity, if we know how to look for it. It tells us something about what's always real and always true about that hidden self. Every revelation tells us something that is always true. It's just that this circumstance, this happening, revealed that this is the truth always. So the hidden self is constantly being revealed. The revealed self are all these pieces of revelations, accurate as they might be, but nevertheless never fully representing the one that's emerging. The one that's emerging goes way beyond all the revelations. The revelations can only teach us something that's true about the one that's being revealed. within this hidden self are all the lenses, all the different levels of spiritual design that our spirit is looking through before we experience ourselves perceiving reality. So everything that's causing us to see reality the way that we see it is part of that hidden self. It's part of that area of ourselves that's undefinable. So all the invisible are part of the hidden. And the invisible includes also what we experienced while we were already on this planet. Even while we were experiencing reality within our bodies, still we were creating hidden layers upon the self that was already hidden, the self that was inside the body and could not be defined, got covered with many more layers of the undefinable, even while we were already in the body. So now when we see reality, now when we return to the hidden self is not either fully accurate, because even within the hidden self, there's a lot of information that has been accumulated after we have entered the physical form. And so there's a hidden self within the hidden self now. Even when we're coming back to silence and we are returning to the self, to the invisible part, to the undefinable part, yet even there's some type of a separation between the authentic self and the self being perceived by the physical body. And occasionally, there's revelation within the hidden self that is from the deeper part of the hidden self that is authentic. It's from the real hidden self. Revelation coming forth from the depth of our soul. In essence, everything that comes through us, everything that we create in thought, in speech or action, is a reflection of the depth of our hidden self. But it's not an accurate reflection. It's a reflection that's been through certain adjustments. And therefore, we can no longer read it accurately. And yet within it there's an essence that goes all the way to the hidden core of the authentic self. That's where every wave of desire starts, and then it gets dressed up through all the different layers. And then the final layer is the revealed self. In the body, we see the representation of this concept, of this reality, in the way the organs are layered, the way the core, whether it's the brain or the heart or the liver, is at the center, and then there are structures from different materials, from different tissue, to protect and build a space for that organ. And then on top of everything there are the layers that smooth out the body, and then the skin, which is the area of revelation. And so all these layers represent spiritual representations of how the core of the being gets dressed in many different forms before it becomes revealed, even to the self. And then it goes through additional layers before it gets revealed to the external world. These hidden aspects, these are the secrets, these are the human secrets that were known on different levels throughout history by those of humanity who were worthy, where the human spirit revealed itself so that it can be known from the depth of where it is authentic with itself. Because that's the only truth. All the other truth is addressed to that truth. Everything that we have learned to misrepresent to ourselves is still just a representation of a truth. And it's that authentic self that is in exile when the revealed self does not allow for the authentic self to express itself and to be the way that it was designed to be. So this repression that happens between the selves, this holds back the soul from manifesting itself on this planet, which is the mission of every soul. The mission is not only in the activity. The main mission is that the soul should fully develop its capacity so that it can recognize the condition that it's in while it's in the body. The more we are capable of recognizing that authentic connection to the self, automatically whatever we need to do will get done, and it will get done properly with the right intention. If we haven't made contact with anything authentic, so our mission can only be superficial. We can't really fulfill our true mission unless we can be ourselves first. So when we come to silence, when we return to the hidden aspect of the self, it's to allow more of the authentic self to reveal its true nature to us within. When we are acting in the capacity of the revealed self, then we cannot become more and more authentic. We become less and less authentic automatically, because the revealed self contains a lot of other. It's concerned with how is the self going to be perceived, and therefore it takes into calculation everything that everybody else thinks. And so the more we are concerned with the revealed self, the less we can really be authentic and real to the hidden self. When we return to the hidden self, it means we're allowing more of ourselves to reveal, so that we can be closer to our true nature. Our true nature is our mission. Our true nature is our purpose. Our true nature is not simply on the physical aspect. It's all the different layers of reality that are inherent in this experience. All the different levels of functioning of all the organs, including all the levels of consciousness available from within those organs. All this is part of our true nature, and all this is necessary in order for us to fulfill our mission. And so the hidden self contains all this potential, because it's the hidden self that has the capacity. The revealed self is limited to the personality that we've created. And within this hidden self are also the collective entities that allow us to become who we are. So within my hidden self, I'm just a human being, an undefined human being. Before I'm a specific human being, I'm also just a human being. So in that sense, I represent all human beings. That's all part of my hidden self. I don't necessarily feel that way or think that way, but that's part of the truth that I represent, just by being me. And so within the hidden self are all the collective entities that make us possible. I am space. If I wasn't space, how can I be in space? There's a part of me that is space. That's why I can take up space. And so like that, I am all the parts that make me. I am time. I am matter. I am spirit. All these are parts of my hidden self. All these pieces together make me, which means I'm all those things, just like I'm a hand, I'm a nose, I'm a tongue. All these things are part of the nature of being me and expressing me. So they all reveal something about the hidden me. The hidden me is all these things because it can become them, it can be them, it can act as them. So all these are rays of revelation from the hidden self. My physical form, my spiritual form, the form of my thoughts, the form of my speech. All rays of revelation from a hidden self that's invisible, undefinable, not knowable. So allow yourself to be revealed more by returning from the revealed self, returning from the self that you reveal to the world, and also returning from the self that you reveal to yourself, so that something more authentic can come forth. To realize the value of authenticity over any other form of comfort, which is temporary. The authentic lasts forever. The real is always there. All the compromises, all the places where we try to be something we're not, and eventually that comfort will no longer be available. It will become a source of discomfort. The light of the hidden self is going to melt all the blockages within the revealed self. It's only a matter of time. So we must be on the right side of this conflict. Our identity must always be within the hidden self. The revealed self is going to be demolished. It's only a matter of time, because the revealed self was built on things that are constantly getting demolished, on thoughts, ideas, and beliefs, and circumstances that are constantly changing. And so the end is that the hidden self gets revealed. To most, that happens when the body fails, and then the revealed self can no longer be maintained. That's when the hidden self suddenly gets revealed. But an easier way, a recommended way, is to start revealing the hidden self a lot earlier than that. To start moving closer towards that truth before it's forced upon us. Because in that hidden self is hidden everything that we need and a lot more. Everything we could possibly want. Everything is there. All our potentials are there. And when that hidden self is going to be revealed, that's the redemption. That's the moment when all danger is recognized as an illusion. That's the moment when all darkness becomes light. And so return to revealing your own light by returning to silence.